Hey everyone, this is Eric Silvermoon. Good morning to those. It's about almost 8 o'clock here in California, and I wanted to do this video live Google Hangout. And I apologize, I don't advertise on doing the live Google Hangout. This platform just makes me feel more comfortable in a sense talking because I don't feel like it's being recorded. It almost feels like I'm just kind of talking and someone's just hearing it. Um, so the reason I want to do this video because yesterday for my day 10th of my 30 days of challenge, 30 days of magic challenge, I did a runic casting cloth, and I created it. So I'm pretty damn proud of it. I think it came out really great. And so I'm going to share that with you. And I also want to, for today, the day 11th, I wanted to create a working candle because mine actually just finished. And so I needed to create one. So I'm going to share with you first how I create a working candle. And then I'm going to show you my runic cloth that I did. And so I was going to do an actual casting of the runes and how I read them, so I won't do that today for length, time-wise sake, but I might do it in another video. But I will show you a little bit of, the 9 Asgardian realms or the Nordic realms that I created and decorated. So first off, let me get a sip of coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna tilt the camera so that you could see my working space area. I'm in my office right now, so it's gonna get shaky. And so, boo, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna move it a little bit here so you can see it. So I've already carved the things I wanted to carve in this candle beforehand. I did a couple of power words on the top, and I've also done a pentagram. And what I've also done is I wrote down all 5 of my goddesses, and underneath those names of the goddesses, I wrote 3 power words that I resonate very well with those goddesses, and then I signed it. I then placed my intentions on the actual candle. But actually, I forgot a step. So before I do the carving, I normally rub my hands and I put it next to the candle. And I envision black smoke coming from my hands and engulfing the candle. And during this process, what that smoke is doing is that it's taking up all the negativity, any staggered energy that might be with the candle, any aura cords that need to be removed. The whole cleansing and the blessing process is being taken care of by my energy and by this black smoke. And thanks to the goddess Morrigan, I have a new way to release that black smoke. So once I'm ready, once I feel that this candle is all clean and clear and ready for me to do something fantastic with it, I go ahead and I'll raise that black smoke from it and I'll capture it. And when I'm ready, I'll release it. And so the way I release it is that I form that black smoke into a black crow. And I let that fly away, and I kind of just dust my hands and I thank whoever was a part of that cleansing process for their assistance. What I also did was I've already grinded up the herbs that I wanted to use for this blessing, but I'll go over a little bit of what I'm using. I have virgin olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I have rose petals, chamomile, lavender, and sage. And so I grinded them all up, and they're all right here. And so what I'm gonna do is just give this a good little mix. And this is a very messy process. So what I'm gonna do is that I am going to end up coating the entire candle with extra virgin olive oil. And what I should do is actually get a towel to wipe my hands afterwards. So I'm going to run really quick and get that towel. See, this is the beauty about it being live. is that you get to see all the fun stuff. And so you're going to see my little red booties that I have on because it's kind of cold out. So let me go grab a towel so I can wipe my hands afterwards. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and while you're grinding the herbs and stuff, you do want to put your intention of what it is that you want. For me, lavender really represents protection. It's definitely a connection between me and my spiritual tribe, my psychic awareness, my intuition. Chamomile is very soothing. It's very calming. It reminds me to be gentle, to be think lovely thoughts when it comes to creating my magical items. Roses is very beautiful, so it always allows me to make sure that whatever I create, there is beauty and there is love around it, and that it's positive. And then sage is just to kind of gather them all up and really enhance it. So what I like to do is I just like to drizzle just a little bit on the top, just a tad. And I just want to coat the entire thing. And just kind of rub it all around. And you don't need that much. And I try not to get the wick wet, just in case, because I'm not really sure what would happen. Maybe it might not light up. And so then I'll go ahead and do all this. And I told you it's a little bit messy. And then I kind of start rolling it on the herbs. And it gets pretty darn messy. And then I grab a little bit, put it up towards the top. And move it all around. And I just kind of dress it. And then it looks like this. All nice, covered and beautiful. And this is where that towel comes in handy. So I have this nice plate that I like, that I got at the dollar store. And I just place that there. And let me give my hands a quick wipe. And then this is just kind of like what I normally do with the remainings of it is I'll gather it, and there's a tree right by my backyard that I like, and I'll scatter the remains of the herbs as an offering to Mother Gaia, for thanking her for the herbs and for you know, just that I have the herbs and I want to thank them, and that I want to be respectful. And this is my time to also honor the goddess Ani, which is technically the way that I envision Mother Gaia looking like and representing. So, so I'm going to put this here on the floor. And so the one thing I'll do next is that I like to put a couple crystals or stones that I think might enhance my working candle experience. Like I'll put an amethyst, citrine, and a quartz crystal. And since I've been working a lot with hematite, I'm going to put a good piece of hematite. And whenever I'm ready to start creating something, I'll go ahead and rub my hands again. I'll go over the candle and I'll do a prayer. My prayers are always different. That's why I didn't write an actual working candle blessing or anything like that, because it changes with the purpose that I'm going to be using it for, if that makes sense. So if I was using it to do a reading for myself, then it will be oracle or tarot. The words will be different. Oh, I guess I should just say that. But that's it. And so it's, oh, you guys, it smells so good. So it's very soothing. It's a very magical experience creating this. I really feel like I'm in my zone when I'm creating something like this, because it is beautiful and it smells amazing, and I feel a tingly sensation in my hands. It could be all the herbs and the oil, but it's a nice little spiritual connection that I feel like I have with this candle. So the amount of time that I take on it, and the energy I put in it and creating it, will enhance it. It makes it personal. It's my personal candle. So when I turn it on and light it up, it's a very intimate and personal experience. And so that was it for the working candle segment. So turn the camera around. So okay, let me move this before I knock something down. So let's talk about runes and my rune casting cloth. So let me take another sip of coffee. So last night, I guess I should say, I posted a picture of a green cloth that I was working on, and that I was going to turn that into my rune cloth. When I started looking at it, and I had my working candle that I've been using, that Virgin of Mary, the Mother of Mary candle, I started getting a lot of messages, and I started to receive the downloads, and I started writing all kinds of stuff. And as soon as I finished writing, I realized that this table, or the cloth that I was doing, wasn't going to be the one that I wanted to be using for my practice. It technically was a practice version of making sure that I liked the lines that I did correct, the correct font that I wanted to use. So all that, at least I got the experience. It was very time consuming, but I honor the lesson that, it was very important for me to make sure that I had a clear direction of what I wanted. And the outcome was, in my opinion, fantastic, because I love it and I can't wait to use it. So I'll share with you the material that I use, which is this one here. I got this fabric at Hobby Lobby. I paid like $9 for like a big yard of it, which was a lot. So I've used it to bind books. I've used it for to line my desk. I've used it for all kinds of different crafts. And so it comes in handy. And so what I like that is that on this side here, it's a good square size. I could use this side for my tarot and oracle readings and any other kind of divination. And are you guys ready? I'm super excited to share this with you. Okay, so I guess I should just pull the band-aid and show you. Okay, so this is my 9-realm, Nordic realm for my runes. And so, I ruined it. Isn't it fantastic? I love it. I'm trying to find the camera. So it's actually like this. This is what it looks like. And I suck at this. Cancel. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So I'll cover my face so you can see it. So I have the 9 realms, which I believe technically there might be more, like 12, but this is pretty much the basics. So I have the first realm, which is the higher realm, which is Asgard. I did a sun and some clouds. Asgard for me represents, and this is my personal representation, my personal illustrations of what I feel that is. So the meanings might be completely different to somebody else, but to me, this is what they represent. So Asgard to me represents my ancestors, represents ancient gods and goddesses, possibly those that have never picked a human experience before to come into this, earthly experience. It is ascension. It represents my archangels, I would say, will be here in Asgard. It really is just like that divine connection, I would say, here in Asgard. The goddess that I assigned to this realm is Mother Mary. I do see her as a queen of angels. And so I definitely have placed her up here to be almost in charge of that realm. And so that's where I assigned her. I assigned my 4 other goddesses also to a realm. And so it was pretty interesting. So the second realm is this one up here, Vanaheim. And I'm working on my pronunciation so I don't butcher these, but you really can't see it on the camera, but there's like a couple little wind movements. So this is almost like the air element. And on this realm here, I associate more of the earthly gods. I assigned the goddess Aphrodite to this realm. I assigned, I think she's the only one I put here because this one here is more of like the earth angels, the guardian angels. I put other gods and goddesses like Bridget. I mean, this is where the gods that help more of the human aspect. On Asgard, I feel it's more of a global kind of feel of just like energy, spiritual realms. And here it's more of the gods and goddesses that help us here on an earthly need basis, if that makes sense. So I also put the prayer work, I believe I have here. The universe I put on here too, about like manifestations and stuff like that. I have that in here. And so the other realm that I have is, I gotta find it. This one here, it is Lifelheim. And that is the fairy realm. So the goddess I assigned there is Hien, which is, my goddess of compassion. So I definitely associate this area here with my childhood of things that brought me happiness and joys, anything that I feel associates with fairies. I have in here positivity. What else did I put in there? Spirit animals, totems, I would say come in the Lifelheim area. It's supposed to be like for the light elves. I think that's what it said. And so I resonated with that. So I made it kind of woodsy, forest-like, and so I really liked it. So the other one I have, let's see. So it is the center one, is Midgard, right in the center, and that's Earth. So that's us. That's humans, human needs, earthly needs, desires. It is the whole human experience and anything that we might have. So if a roomman's there, I know that it's mostly a earthly desire that has to do with either money, physical, tangible things that one might desire or might have issues with. The other one I did is Jotunheim, which is supposed to be the land of the giants. And it's this one here. So it's has the mountains, the forest. It's all about retreat and solitude. Excuse me. I did assign, actually, did I assign? I did assign a goddess to Midgard. I did assign my goddess Ani, because she's my abundance goddess. So anything that I usually need with earthly desires, I put her in to rule over that realm, because I do tend to go to her with financial assistance, with earthly desires, so that you should put here. On Jotunheim, I don't have anybody here, but this is normally for me, represents wisdom. It represents, I'm trying to remember what I said, silence, a retreat. Like this is where you kind of would go to allow for things to process or to escape and disconnect so that you could reconnect. And that's this area here. So the other one is this one down here. Can you see it? It is the forest one. So this one here. It is Svartalheim, and it's supposed to be the dark elves and dwarfs realm. So that's where, for me, I feel it might be a lot of the shadow work, a lot of craftsmanship, workmanship kind of mentality, the leadership part of us. Anything that has to do with a lot of work. I mean, I would associate the 7 of pentagrams on that area when it comes to the quality of our work, what we're putting out there. I did say, positive negativity, what our thoughts are they too negative or dark? I did put shadow work there, like I said, because anything that I feel that has to do a lot of work, like inner work, I put in here, because if I feel that I have to go within, I could see myself going to like a dark part of the forest, in a sense, to be able to work within and find myself to come back into the light, which might be in the right across from it, which is the Lightenfein, or Lightenfein. I don't know. I apologize. I'm learning. And the other one I did was the top one, which is Muspelheim. And this is the fire realm. So what I did with this one is that I created fire, and I created these floating little islands. And for me, this is where desire, passion, sex, anything that we kind of feel within us, strength, courage, inspiration, creativity, motivation, all that stuff is in this realm here. And what else did I put in here? I think, you know, our experience, our life creds up in this realm. I believe our knowledge is in here. So on this one here, where we're going to the retreats of things, this is where the wisdom happens, because we're allowing time to kind of sit in this area and allow things to marinate. And we're a little bit more wiser, because there's a reason why we're in this area, because we wanted to retreat from something. On this one here, it's a little bit more knowledge from, you know, the experience and the creativity that comes from it, and the inspiration that might come from it. So that's what I put in here. The other one, there's only two more, which I did here, which is hell. There you go. Hell, to me, that symbolizes, you know, death. And when I mention death, I mean that as in a form of completion, the ending of a cycle. This is normally where you want to have life reviews. This reminds you of like the death card in the tarot, or the Ten of Swords. This area is mostly about, you know, that life coming to an end. You're at the other place, you're crossed over, you're kind of going through your life and the lessons learned. It's all about, you know, your life review, pretty much. And I did associate the goddess Morrigan to this realm, and then the other realm that I will talk about, which is right at the bottom. It is this one here, Niflheim. You can't see it with the camera, but right in the center, there's this ball of light that is coming out towards the icy coldness, and this realm is the ice realm. I did put the goddess Morrigan in here, because for me, this realm here symbolizes metamorphosis, rebirth. It is a newness. It is, what else did I put? It's almost like that phoenix rising from the ashes. Because if we think about it, when we hibernate in, or if you feel like we're, you know, in this kind of chrysalis moment, ready to, you know, get our wings and turn into a butterfly, this is probably where it happens, in this cold realm. And so I felt like that was a little bit important for me to put that ball of energy that, you know, something's happening from, you know, the life, the death, and now the rebirth. And so the entire thing here, so you can see it, I'm going to cover my face. So that's my runic cloth, and hopefully you can see it. Can you see it? And so the way it's going to be is that I'm going to drop the runes in the center, and wherever they go, I'll take away all the blank ones out, and then I start reading them based on what realm they fell in. And I'll be able to figure out, you know, whatever messages there are for me based on these realms. And so I had a really great time creating it, and I really can't wait to use it. I'm going to study a little bit more so that I can make sure that I am confident in the meanings that I have placed myself. I did change some of the meanings around so that it could fit more of my beliefs and my practice and the way I want to benefit and see value in it. And so, yeah, I can't wait. I think I might actually sit and study a little bit more tonight, and I might even do my first rune casting with it. So I'm super excited. So I have no idea how long this video is, so I apologize, but I really appreciate everyone that has been coming along this journey with me for these 11 days. And so I hope you have enjoyed these videos. I've enjoyed making them. If you like them, please give it a thumbs up, share it. Join me on the bandwagon of the 30 Days of Magic. You don't have to start on April. You can start next month or even now. It's really fun. I felt such a huge connection to my spiritual practice. I've fell off the spell bandwagon, and it feels really nice coming back. And my creative juices are flowing. I have so many great things that I want to try still. So I'm super excited. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your beautiful day. That's it. Blessed be. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.